You know what I appreciate? You know what I appreciate about McCall is that, like Wick, once you're a target, there is no negotiating, there's no talking, there is no mercy. We're getting to business. Just McCall is a bit more brutal, which I kind of like. Hey everyone, my name is Max Aaron James. This is a review of the movie Equalizer 3, written by Richard Wendt and directed by Antoine Fuqua. Here we see Denzel Washington returning in this very one of his most iconic characters who has finally found peace, and that peace is threatened here in Italy, where it takes place, by a crime syndicate that is looking to control as much as they can in this area, and hopefully expand, of course. This franchise is not as fancy or colorful as John Wick's, but the action sequences are just as good, just as intense, and Fuqua knows how to shoot a location. It looked fantastic. It really felt like we were in that location there, and I think he does it better than in the John Wick franchise. McCall is that guy in these stories that are very grounded and much simpler but deliver a good action sequence, and Fuqua knows how to direct an action film. Dakota Fanning is in this. I mean, she plays her role well. There's not a major implication or a major effect on the story or McCall's character, but she did well, and I'm sure a lot of people liked seeing her here, not only because they're a fan of Fanning, but also because of Man on Fire, where Washington and Fanning played together. Even with Washington's age, the action sequences felt believable. It felt like he's still capable of doing these things. But you could tell. I mean, we all age and our bodies can't do what they used to. I feel this is a good closing to the franchise, closing to the trilogy, 3 for 3. I think Fuqua did great. I'm very happy for him being able to deliver a good franchise without faltering at any moment, especially with the third one coming out after the lockdown 2020 when a lot of movies are struggling, especially with their franchising having started prior to 2020. And here, I mean, even releasing in August and still making almost as much money as the first two movies. I will say a couple accents were a bit iffy. One person didn't even seem to have an accent at all, but that's whatever. It's not enough to take away from the story. Anyway, that's all I have. I mean, it's good action sequences, very base level story, but is able to be executed and delivered very well and make it very entertaining and enjoyable. Until next time, y'all take care of each other. Make sure you check up on one another. Make sure you check up on yourself. And remember, potential has no limit.